the way that he would teach you in his training was just kind of like low-hanging fruit.
Do you have anything to like say like what you learned for anyone else getting all this heat?
Like, I love the haters now. It's such a lesson, and it used to hurt so much. They can't get a reaction out of me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Episode 3 recap of the DM. We're here with the star of the show, Mr. Vince Reed.
Mike, you're the star of the show.
I'm just facilitating. I'm Mike. I'm the head of production here at the DM. So you already know what it is here at the DM.
Nothing would be possible without you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So if you're watching this, give Mike some love.
Thank you. Thank you.
And ladies, he's single, I think.
Are
you
you
single,
hey.
Mike, are you single?
I am. That's true.
Okay, just saying, ladies.
That's a whole nother thing. What kicks you got on today? I see Jumpman.
Some Jordans. Little Jordan game.
You've been on a good Jordan game. You haven't even pulled out everything you have.
Nah.
You
keep
have some
secret.
hidden in the closet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe he'll bring those out in the next episode, but
yeah. See, now you're going to make me spend money on shoes.
Why?
Because now there are people going to be coming in here looking at my shoes. Can't come here with the same
yeah,
pair on every time
like you
now.
don't want to, show off a little bit.
Well, you know.
You got to show off what you got. But we're going to dive into the episode. We're going to dive into what Vince hasn't talked about in the episode, probably because, time constraints, but extra things that we actually talked about after the episode. Hey, we want to add that in, and we're just going to go over that and dive deep on that. So it's for you, the viewer, to get to know Vince a little bit more. First thing I want to talk about is that email that you got that said yacht party. How did that...
Why are you always trying to make me cry?
Why? This is part of the story.
All right.
How did you feel in that moment? Because you first saw that ping into your email. What was your first thoughts?
The definition of jealousy.
Why?
Love and hate at the same time. That's what I felt. I was mad. I wanted to be at that party.
But you weren't able to go, obviously.
I wasn't able.
Yeah. But you were just watching the highlight. I was
just watching it, just dreaming of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. It was fun. It was cool to watch. I always love those, even to this day, like when I see those type of videos. They're inspiring, man. And if you're watching this and you're a digital marketer, you know what I'm talking about. When you see the video of people doing their thing, if you see like the live,
wish you were there.
You wish you were there.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the last time, eventually you would go on to like other yacht parties in the future.
I got on a few.
Yeah.
I've been on a few since then, but yeah.
But I know how that feels. It's like you see everyone having fun. You wish you were there, but you're on the mission, So you see that video, right? And then you see your mentor on that video. Eventually get to meet him in person. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then how was that? Because you see people online.
It was crazy. So one part that didn't make the episode I didn't actually talk about was I actually went after that. I wanted to meet him so bad. I remember he spoke at an event that I was at, and they have these breakout rooms. Mm-hmm. And I remember I stayed to the end. I was so nervous to meet him. There was a huge line to talk to him. And I was in the back. I went to the back, so I was last. And I was the only one left. And I was like so nervous. I was like shaking and like, hey, my name is Vince. You're awesome. So like,
is that what you said?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'm going to show you I have the video.
Do you?
I'm going to show you after though.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the video after. It's funny.
Yeah, you got to show that.
Yeah. But he said, I said, what would you tell my audience? That's what I asked him because we made a video.
Uh-huh.
And he basically said, you guys are watching this, and, as Vince heard my message, one day people are going to hear your message. So that was really cool. I'm not going to answer this one. So no, we don't have to break.
Happens.
Not important.
Not important enough.
Yeah, not important enough.
You should just answer the phone call and say you're not important. Hang up immediately.
Next time.
Assert your dominance.
Bye.
Yeah.
You met your mentor. He had an affiliate competition, right? And you wanted to reach the top of the leaderboard for that competition, but obviously that didn't happen right away. You were starting at ground zero, Can you just take us through that process, starting from ground zero, kind of a little bit more in depth on what you did to get to the top of the leaderboards to eventually get the attention of your mentor?
So the yacht party was a different launch that he was in as just a marketer. Okay. That's why he was there, right? He was just at this party. It wasn't his thing, right? Okay. So, but I realized, I found out how, because like it wasn't like someone sent out an email and said, come on this thing. You had to be a part of that launch. So I said, okay, I need to get his attention. So his system had like where you could promote it as an affiliate. So I just decided that I was going to get on the leaderboard and dominate to the point where he would take notice. And trust me, if you're selling stuff online, if you're in any kind of affiliate situation, whoever's running that, they're paying attention to who's on that leaderboard. That's the quickest way for you to get on the radar of anybody. Yeah, so I just came up with this plan. I mean, it was like, who does this serve? And at that time, the way that he would teach you in his training was just kind of like low-hanging fruit. It was like the network marketing MLM space. They are all taught to go talk to friends and family. They weren't introduced to digital marketing. So basically share that message with them. And I just went after every single one of them and then referred them to the system. And
you said that what was the strategy that you did? Because you really hit, was it like keywords?
Yeah, every company name, right? Okay. So every one of those companies, people search for that company. And it's funny because my thought process behind this was when they have those meetings, they're recruiting my next sale for me. So this is what I mean by that. So let's say I took you to a hotel meeting and there's a guy in the front presenting the thing and telling you about the juice from the Himalayas, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool. And you're over there like, this is some BS. I'm just doing it because I'm like Vince and I don't want to hurt his feelings. Uh-huh. But they say some good things. They always have the one guy that comes up that's made all the money. Uh-huh. We leave, you go home, you go on the internet and you search the company. And not only that, you typically search the company name, whatever that company is, and then you type in the word scam afterwards to see if it's a scam.
Right.
One, you want to find out that it's a scam so you can tell your friend. And two, you're kind of curious, like, what if it did work? And you just want to be sure for yourself if it's a scam or not.
Right.
So an example would be I would run an ad on the keyword, that company name, scam. How many other marketers do you think are targeting the company name with the word scam afterwards? So I'd be the only ad, and it was costing me like a penny a click.
Wow.
So multiply just that. That's just one keyword, because there's the company name scam, there's the company name training, there's the company name marketing, there's the company name leaders, there's the company name compensation plan.
Right.
These are all different things that you can bid on. People are searching it. So when people would go home and search, I would make an ad for every one of those.
Really?
So it'd be like company leaders. And when I say company, just in your mind, the name of the company is what I would type. So whatever the name was, it'd be that name, leaders, that name, scam. So the ad would say that. The page they landed on said, hey, if you're looking to find out if company name is a scam, watch this video. So I met them at every level of where they would go.
Okay. That actually reminds me of when we went to, like those events with like the booths. Mm-hmm. What event was that?
Yeah, when we go to the events and they have all the the booths.
Yeah,
like
the booths. Yeah. And then I remember. Yeah, I remember
booths.
You said I have this one kind of like strategy I do whenever I go to these
Michael
events.
Can't tell him that. Can't tell him that yet.
No.
I'm just kidding. I just had to do that to you. I was just kidding.
I was gonna say, I was like, you already told people. We already showed people on other videos.
This is really. This is how I do it today.
Yeah.
It's the most. It's easy money. Basically, what he's referring to is anytime I go to events, I go to where all the sponsor booths are. So companies can go and get the little sponsor section where they have all their things that they can share, cards or whatever. Every event I go to, I try to go to the big ones that have big rooms, and there would be just a whole floor of these. I'll go get their business card. And I go to business and entrepreneurial events, so anybody that has a booth at one of those events typically are helping a business owner. So those are untapped keywords. So I go grab the business cards of everybody in the booth, and then that becomes keywords that I can bid on, that nobody else is bidding on, the names of the company.
Yeah.
Because that company's marketing. That company has a marketing department, and they're driving traffic to get people aware of their company. And all you have to do is what I say call legally steal that traffic. So if I show up next to that company, okay, as another solution, then I can get some of that traffic for really cheap.
Got it.
Magnify that by like 1,000 different company names.
Right.
That's how you can get a lot cheaper traffic.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You start, making a name for yourself little by little, and you eventually start this company called NetDivvy. So you said it was a failure, but it didn't sound like a failure.
Yes. So I got that feeling too when I watched it. It's layered in why I say it was a disaster and it was a failure. It was a failure in a sense. It took way too long. It was really expensive and it was extremely buggy. Right? We had to redo it several times and lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
It didn't have a back end, so we really never made any money. And when I say made any money to really do anything. Like it made money to pay bills and do whatever,
like
but it wasn't life changing. I think there was a year I think it did 6 figures.
Yeah.
But the cost of running it, and then that was like pulling everything out of it. I mean, it was tough to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But what it did do was lead to other things, right? The community was massive. Like it really was. And
you said 10,000 users?
I mean, it was well over that at some point, but it was free.
Okay.
And, every time someone would join, I would get this email that said cha-ching, but there was no cha-ching. It was so.
But you got the lead, though.
I got the lead.
Yeah, there you go.
I got the buyer.
Yeah.
Like, the credit, they'd have to put a credit card in for that. And that's why I was saying if I would have knew what I know today,
right,
that wouldn't have been $1 million business. That might have been a 9-figure business.
Yeah. You had been able to monetize it.
I just didn't know any better.
Real. Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know.
It's all right. You learn. That's part of entrepreneurship, running business. Yeah. Fast forward, that was good. It's not complete failure, but you got the ball rolling. Then you get this kind of like, was it an email or you just start getting
really
multiple? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Was
man.
it
The man
death
tried
threats?
it was an email. And I'm going to show you the email.
Okay.
I still have the email. The plural.
Oh, that's right, plural. Because this person was stalking you.
I wonder if I still have the videos. I have to find them.
Okay.
But he was a demented, crazy guy who would make videos and just say, like you're probably like, what did he say? Like one said, like, may your casket be built of 1,000-year oak.
Wow.
Or something like that.
That's very detailed.
Yeah, that's how crazy he was.
Very detailed.
Yeah, so that's why I'm getting
1,000-year
cremated.
oak.
That's why I'm getting cremated, so I don't have the casket with the 1,000-year-old oak.
That seems like, 1,000-year oak,
I don't know if it was
Well
1,000.
aged.
It was something weird. Yeah, well-aged oak. I don't
Yeah.
know if that was why he needed to say 1,000, but that's probably why I'm getting cremated. So I don't have to be in a 1,000-year oak casket.
Hey, okay. That's a detailed description. Okay, so obviously you're getting these, right? You almost quit because of all these.
I wouldn't say I almost. I don't know
discouraged?
if I was getting to the point where it was like, you think about every video or every email, like, oh God, he's gonna, because he would reply to them. It was just nonstop.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, he went away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say what you learned for anyone else getting all this heat? If they're rising up, they get haters coming their way. How did you deal with it?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, like I love the haters now. It's such a lesson, and it used to hurt so much. I just love, because they can't get a reaction out of me anymore. Right? So if you give them the reaction, that's what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Feeds the flame.
One of the things I love to do is like, especially if someone says something really witty, a troll, agree with them and troll yourself.
Oh, like Eminem.
Yeah, like just
In
start
8 Mile.
going there. Like if someone goes, that ad is stupid. Like it is pretty dumb. Like, but it worked. I got 100.
And it's like, what else can they say after that?
Huh?
Yeah,
So
you're just
pretty
making
cool.
fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's one tactic.
Exactly.
It's just part of the game. It's part of the game. But if
It's gonna happen.
right? If you're, like you said, if you are taking the necessary steps and doing the right things, you are trying to give value to other people.
Yeah, it's your moral obligation to put your product and service in front of the people who need it the most. And in your attempt to do that, you're gonna reach audiences of people who don't necessarily understand or fit what you have to offer. and that's okay. And they may not understand what you're doing, and they're going to say what they need to say because the internet gives everybody a voice. But you should be looking for that. If you're not, then that means you're just not pushing hard enough.
And with that, I think that's a wrap. Mic
Another
drop.
one down. Another one down.
We'll see you on the next recap. Peace.